The world is filled with an unprecedented number of ancient sites left by known and unknown civilizations that continue to attract the attention of researchers from around the world. These cultures used unique skills to create distinctive structures that, though thousands of years later, still challenge the knowledge of archaeologists and the public because of their complexity. However, several countries around the world have a higher than average concentration of such sites, including Egypt, Peru, the British Isles, and Mexico. They contain pyramids, stone circles, and rising platforms, some of which are aligned with the movement of celestial bodies and others with the Earth's natural energy fields. How many of these structures were created continues to baffle researchers trying to understand how Neolithic communities hewed, transported, and erected huge stone blocks weighing from 10 to over 100 tons. With each passing year, more and more discoveries are being made in remote parts of the planet that until now have been hidden from the public eye. One of these places is Russia, where researchers are reporting the existence of megastructures deep in the wilderness of this part of Eurasia. Modern Russia occupies an area of about 17 million square kilometers, or 6.5 million square miles, and is considered the largest country on Earth. From above, it is a terrain of rugged mountains, dense forests, and snow-covered tundra that seems to stretch endlessly in all directions. This unique federation consists of many autonomous regions and indigenous groups that have lived in the area for tens of thousands of years. Some parts of Russia are so remote that they can remain without human presence for years. With the help of modern mapping technology and satellite imagery, researchers have been able to go deeper and deeper into the unforgiving terrain and find evidence of lost civilizations and huge megastructures that may be thousands, if not tens of thousands, of years old. One such site is located in the Krasnodar Krai of Russia, not far from the shores of the Black Sea. Known as the Volkon Dolmen, various aspects of this structure remain unexplained to this day. Dolmens are ancient megalithic structures created by Neolithic peoples in Europe and Asia. Those from Britain and France have gained the most notoriety. However, the Korean peninsula is home to the largest concentration of dolmens in the world, over 35,000 Stone Age structures. Usually they consist of several standing stones placed close together and decorated with a huge flat stone that serves as a roof. What distinguishes the Volkon Dolmen from other examples in Eurasia is that it appears to be carved from a single piece of stone. This indicates a high level of craftsmanship, which involved precisely determining the amount of stone that needed to be removed to achieve the desired shape and using the right tools to accomplish the task. According to those who have examined the dolmen, the builders possessed advanced stoneworking skills for their era and may even have used some form of machinery, a thesis that modern archaeologists continue to reject. The face of this interesting monument appears to have been cut into a rectangle with a smooth surface. At the bottom of the face is a huge circular opening that allows one to peer into the dolmen. Inside is a small chamber that is almost perfectly symmetrical, with smooth walls that again show the level of precision that went into the construction of the monument. At the aforementioned entrance to the dolmen, experts have noted the presence of oxidized iron, along with unusual markings that could have been left by some type of ancient tool. While many researchers have suggested that the dolmen was created sometime during the Bronze Age, the remarkable precision that went into its carving and design has led others to suggest that it may be much older than initial estimates. Some have even argued that it is the remains of a lost civilization that once lived in and around the Caucasus Mountains region of Russia. Various mysteries surround this ancient dolmen, and while some might argue that it is an anomaly, there are several other megalithic sites in Russia that deserve no less interest. In the northern Caucasus, nestled comfortably in Kabardino-Balkaria, lies the mysterious Khara-Khora Shaft. First discovered by Artur Jemukov in 2011, this unique site looks like a deep and narrow man-made cave that extends vertically into the ground. It consists of huge stone blocks that seem to move parallel to each other as they descend deep below the Earth's surface. The stones have an almost geometric shape, as if they had been cut and polished by human hands before being placed in their current location. Jemukov and his team, who are scientific cave explorers, decide to descend deep into the dark opening. What they find there is mind-boggling. When they descended down into the cave, they noticed that the walls looked flat and polished again, suggesting that this was the work of human hands, not Mother Nature. Finally, at a depth of about 40 meters or 130 feet below the surface, they stumbled upon a fascinating discovery. Here the small vertical shaft widened into a huge chamber about 36 meters or 118 feet high. In this hall, the team noticed that the walls were made of megalithic stone blocks. The individual blocks appear to have been cut at right angles before being driven into place, leaving uniform joints. In all, the shaft explored by Zemukov and his team extends downward some 100 meters or 330 feet. After exploring the entire shaft, the explorer and his team are certain that what they have stumbled upon is not the work of nature, but of some forgotten civilization that once lived in this part of Russia. He further claims that the megalithic blocks in the cave are eerily similar to those found in the Great Gallery of the Khufu Pyramid in Egypt. If their conclusion is correct, this would be one of the largest prehistoric building projects ever undertaken. Another region that continues to baffle researchers is the Votovara Mountains, located in the Republic of Karelia in Russia. This region has been revered as a sacred place for thousands of years by the local Sami tribes and shamans, who believe that it harbors powerful energy. Numerous strange and megalithic rocks, many weighing over 50 tons, known as Seidas to the local Sami people, can be seen throughout the region. These unique monuments usually consist of huge megalithic boulders balanced on many smaller boulders beneath them. According to researchers, there are over 1,600 such Seidas, which the Sami consider sacred. These places of worship were believed to be home to gods, spirits, and elves. Various researchers have suggested that the balancing of the megaliths is the result of the melting of the ice after the culmination of the last glacial period. However, others refute this idea, claiming that many megaliths are balanced perfectly on small boulders, which cannot possibly be a product of Mother Nature. This begs the question, if this is a creation of humans, how were these ancient ancestors able to carry such huge stones and carefully place them on top of the smaller ones underneath so as not to break them with the force and weight from the large ones? So far, experts disagree on this question. Another interesting monument in the region is the so-called well, which looks like a huge man-made structure consisting of several huge stone blocks that appear to have been precisely cut and polished before being used to build the well. Local legends tell of an ancient group who were the original builders of the monument in the distant past. If this is true, this group must have had considerable knowledge of architectural design. From the Republic of Karelia, we are transported to southern Siberia, and more specifically to the Shoria Mountains, where a team of researchers came across the remains of various megalithic structures. In 2013, 19 researchers led by Georgy Sidorov set out on a journey to explore several monuments located in the Upper Shoria. This mountain rises a staggering 3,600 meters or 11,800 feet above sea level and is one of Russia's most isolated regions. After searching the region, the team of researchers stumbled upon what appears to be a megalithic structure of unprecedented size, unlike anything they have witnessed before. This collection of stones is now known as the Upper Shoria megaliths and consists of huge blocks of granite that appear to have smooth surfaces and right angles, as if they have been cut and worked by human hands. What really puzzles researchers is the estimated weight of some of the granite blocks, which experts say could exceed 3,000 tons. That would be about 3 times the weight of the famous pregnant woman stone found at Baalbek in Lebanon. Researchers say the stones appear to have been positioned with the intention of forming some sort of megalithic wall that rises nearly 140 meters or 460 feet above the ground. To this day, the size and weight of many of the stones continue to attract the attention of researchers around the world. Some suggest that it is nothing more than the work of Mother Nature, while others use it as evidence that an advanced civilization once flourished in the region and had the ability to cut and move monumental blocks of granite. According to some researchers, the megaliths in Upper Shoria, along with various other sites mentioned in the video, have not yet revealed all their secrets. However, many believe that these sites present ancient Russia in a different light, suggesting that the region's ancient inhabitants were much more sophisticated than previously thought. One of the best proofs of this is undoubtedly the ancient Arcane. Seen as the potential home of the Aryans and an astronomical observatory whose intricate design was intended for the observation of cosmic events, Arkem has faced an ominous battle in modern times that calls its preservation into question. You can learn more about this incredible discovery and its even more incredible history by watching the video to the left on your screens.